Fantastic.
Well, it's about to happen again, IES, and of course we've got the man to tell us all about IES Ghana 2018. It's kicking off this month, 22nd until the 24th, and the brain behind it himself is here to tell us what to expect. Brian Amwating, how nice to see you.
Thank you, Coach. Nice to see you too.
Excellent. So tell me, how is the church in London doing?
Church is very, very well in London, and but it's a bit tough in London. Yes, because a whole lot of people are there. Example, most Africans are there to look for greener pastures. So some have to choose the days that they will have to be in church. But all the same, it's going well.
So it's not like Ghana where, you know, people can get up on a Wednesday afternoon and say, I'm going to church.
Never.
Yeah. Anyway, IES GH 2018, a big event coming around again. And this time around, you're planning something different, aren't you?
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Actually, I'm just so excited about this year's lineup of speakers. I was just telling somebody that I have to prayerfully choose my speakers because of how IES is framed. Not solely a religious event, though I'm a preacher and we do the God side and the church side, but I'm trying to make impact and raise people in politics, entertainment, business, and all facets of life. I think I have to just prayerfully choose my speakers and also present it to our board. So this year's lineup of speakers is so exceptional, and I've spoken to each one of them, and they're all excited and happy to come on board this year. Yes.
So, if you are trying to raise people in all facets of life, and, you know, you're not sticking to the whole, to what happens in church alone. You want people to be good politicians and good businessmen and good musicians. And so forth.
That's right.
What do you think of those who say that, you know, people who make secular music, people like Shatawale and so forth, you know, are the devil?
It's just quite unfortunate. Personally, I'm going to talk about myself. I'm going to talk for myself. A whole lot of people have asked me that, so Pastor Brian, if God should come right now, will Sarkodie go to heaven? And my answer is, I'm not God. I'm not the person to judge, because sometimes these guys make some music which sometimes it even makes sense than other gospel musicians. Though I do gospel music solely, but trust me, these guys sometimes make sense. And I will not judge them as the devil because they have their lifestyles to live. But maybe we judge them by just one statement that they made. You'll be surprised that when you meet Shatawale, I haven't met him before, you'll be surprised to see who he really is. Maybe he's just loud outside, but that is not who he really is. So I can't judge them as a devil. I can't do that.
Well, and of course, at this event, you'll be discussing people achieving excellence in all walks of life. Tell us about those you've brought together to help you do this.
Is it like trying to talk about people that have helped me, or
those who are going to be there?
Going to be there, okay.
To help you do what you.
All right. This year I have the likes of Ohiniye Gift TNT, who is solely strong in women empowerment, and obviously there are a lot of women in every country. So I thought it wise to choose such a phenomenal speaker, and the likes of Kwame Sifakai, the Honorable Minister for Tourism, Katrina Feku. Delay has an amazing story where she was coming from and where she is in the showbiz. And I have the likes of O.A. Bernard, Bishop O.A. Bernard, Dr. Franco Fosuapia, and obviously the Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams, a great man of God who is very ready to impart onto the next generation. His well of wisdom is something that I want every youth to come on board to listen to this man this year.
Now, let's pick a few of the individuals, like Kwame Sevakai, for example. I love the guy. But tell me why you decided to choose him in particular from the world of music.
Actually, with Kwame Sevakai, because I don't live in Ghana, but before I left Ghana for London, I used to follow him, obviously him and the late Kamala Jumo. So rest in peace. But how he's been able to break barriers, and the theme for this year is breaking barriers. And at a young age, he was able to do what most journalists wasn't able to do. So my team presented his name, so I had to go and do some background checks, and I think he will be a great inspiration for a young journalist coming. So I said, let me go for him, the Chairman General.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Right, Catherine Afriku.
Yes. Her being a woman and also a politician and overseeing the Ministry for Tourism, I know her personally a bit. So I just thought that Catherine can encourage some young person out there, especially a woman. People think that women cannot go into active politics, but she's an MP and a minister at the same time. So I told her that please come and challenge a young person that wants to go into politics. Because, for example, in Ghana, when they see a woman going into politics, they try to stop you that, hey, you have to be careful, the men can kill you and all that. So I had to bring her on board in the area of politics to come and encourage a woman that wants to go into politics.
Right, and of course, you know, the fact that you are focusing on women who seek to get into politics just brings us all the way back to the gender issue again. You've got Ohenere Giftianti, who is a massive gender advocate. So tell me, from your perspective, you know, as you were making the decisions on who to pick, what exactly were the gender issues that came to your mind, for which reason you picked people like this?
What I did was, I had a feeling that what a man can do, a woman can do the same. And you'll be surprised that the women can do it even better. So I said that I have to balance the equation and get people that can impart both the men and the women at the same time. I believe strongly, and trust me, I believe strongly even in women. From the Bible days, women are very, very strong. When Jesus died, where was his father? But Mary was right at the cross. Women are so strong. So I had to get women that will empower most women in Ghana to make it. Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. If I, you know, make the time, I come to, and it would be my first time coming to ISGH, what would be my takeaway from this event?
I believe in information. I came to Ghana in June and I was at the airport checking in and somebody walked to me. He said, Pastor Brian, my name is Justice, but you don't know me. I said, what is it? He said, I came for your event 2016 and I received just one line of information. Just right after your event on a Friday, on Monday I started my business. And Pastor Brian, by the grace of God, I'm setting up a branch of some plastic business in Dubai. And it was just because of your event. So what people can take home is just an information that can change their lives. And after this event, IS is just a 3-day something, but I think the main IS is after the 3 days. We have platform, we have the database of everybody, and we send them messages at least once every month to tell them and to ask them how they are doing. People get back to us, and the level of unemployment in Ghana is so overwhelming, trust me. So we have created an avenue. We also speak to some recruitment agencies that come on board and we help people get jobs. So the IS still continues even after the 3 days.
It's the networking that matters, right?
That's right.
Okay, so quickly, is it free?
It's absolutely free. Very, very free.
Okay, and the location, time?
Okay, and this year we are holding in the same place, National Theatre, and exactly a week today, 20th to the 22nd to the 24th, Wednesday to Friday. Yeah. The morning session starts exactly at 8 a.m. and by 12:30 we are done. And the amazing thing, Kojo, is from 12:30 to 5 p.m. we feed almost everybody. Over 2,000 people that come there, we feed, and it's free. And by 6:30 we start the evening service. So I want to invite everybody. People ask me that is it only for the youth, but I think that age is just a state of the mind. So if you're 17 and still youthful, I want to see you there.
Wonderful. Yes. Pastor Brian Amwateng, thank you so much for making the time to get us excited about ISGH.
I hope to see you, and I hope to bring you on board. Kojo is speaking next year, yes.
Oh, look, they've announced it. All right. So I guess it's got to happen. I look forward to it. I would love to. It'd be my pleasure.
I will be honored.
Excellent. Brian Amwateng, thank you. God bless you.
Right. Bless you too.
Right then. Well, there's still showbiz to come, among other things. Stay exactly where you are. We never disappoint here on the AM show.